What's going on, guys? Bandit Caterpie here, one half of the Bug Bite Bros, joined by the other half of the Bug Bite Bros, Scotty Dr. Pepper, for the first ever In the House podcast.
In the house?
In the house. If you do not know, the Bandit Caterpie also goes by Corey,
So
and
that
this
would
is
make
the
you.
In the House podcast. So
That would make you.
some would say I am in the house. Blank
Yeah, but
in the
there's a very
house.
specific way they would say it.
Yes, Corey in the house.
See, I never saw that show. It's way too young.
However, it's not spelled the same way.
Ah, it's spelled the same. You have an E. They don't have an E.
Yes, now,
Yes.
now in this podcast, John and I will be discussing some specific Pokemon Sun and Moon news, that being the introduction of Z-moves
Spoilers!
into both games, followed by some new news that just dropped today, September the 6th.
More spoilers.
Yes, more spoilers. But before we begin, just want to put out there, all images in this podcast are owned by Pokemon and Nintendo, so don't flag us for anything. I'm giving
Except
credit.
for our H and the Infinity Sign.
Yes, those are exclusive to House Infinity, which you can like, subscribe, do what you gotta do.
Yeah, it's more than just us.
Yes, are you ready, Mr. Pepper?
I'm ready. I'm fueled. I
Yes.
saw the trailer today.
Let's just skip right into the meat and bones, talking about Z-moves. If you've been pretty much hiding under a rock,
Me.
yes, Z-moves are completely new to Sun and Moon. They are moves of great power that can only be used once per battle. When the trainer and Pokemon's wishes resonate with each other and both release their full power together, the result is the explosive force of a Z-move. All Pokemon can use Z-moves to perform mightily in battle. So some people are saying, John, that this can be the new type of Mega Evolution.
So is it a held item like a Mega Stone?
Well, I'm glad you asked. The move is activated by a Z-ring, which fits on a trainer's arm, and Z-crystals are set into it. If a Pokemon holds the same variety of Z-crystal, the two will be able to resonate with each other. So pretty much every type gets a specific Z-move, which will have a corresponding crystal. However, certain Mons have their own Z-moves. Yes.
Specifics.
And they do a little dance.
Do they slap their wrist before they do a little dance? And then they raise the wrist up exactly like a Mega Evolution? I know nothing about this.
It's pretty much just a dance. I know so far Snorlax has his own Z-move, along with Raichu, with his Surfer. But
I think Surf has been in attack for a while, Corey.
Well, it has its own fancy surfing name, Z-move.
It's fancy surf.
However, the important question here, Sean, is people are wondering if Z-moves are going to break the game per se, because it really hasn't been revealed how powerful these moves may be.
Yeah, there's no scaling. Like, I've seen some done, and it's like based on against like a new little Pokemon that we know nothing about defensively. So if they showed like Pulverizing Pancake, one-hit KOing a Mega Aggron, then yeah, I'd be impressed.
Right.
But it hit the Raticate equivalent of the region, and so I'm not impressed yet.
And
that don't impress me much.
Now questions also come up if AI trainers will be able to use Z-moves as well to balance it up a little bit.
I doubt it. You see how many people had Mega Evolutions.
Yes.
So maybe 2 trainers in-game, the evil villain, and then post-game, maybe the Elite Four equivalent.
Because no Mega Evolutions have been shown in any trailer, no new Mega Evolutions.
There was, I don't know if anyone follows Cerebi on Twitter, he was showing some products that were releasing later this year, and there was a Mega Glalie in the merchandise. It was like these little statues.
Now, in your opinion, do you want Mega Evolutions in this game?
I I don't want new. I don't think we need new Mega Evolutions, but I think they will bring back the old Mega Evolutions. You can't do that to Pidgeot and Beedrill and people like that. Be like, hey, did you enjoy it? All right, it's gone now.
Right, you can't just forget about them. They'll be in the game.
It's too large of an impact. It's not like Gen 5 and their rotating battles or what's the battle launcher thing that no one cared about.
Yeah.
That stuff it didn't affect the entire meta of the game.
Now, an intriguing question: will a Mega Pokemon be able to use a Z move?
I don't think so. Not if it's a held item. Oh, also only Mega Rayquaza.
Yes.
Mega Rayquaza with it. Oh, that's disgusting. It's a Life Orb.
Now,
do they have times? Do the moves have times? So would Aerialate go off on the time?
I have
Pulverizing
no
Pancake,
idea.
Mega Rayquaza.
Now, we both do our fair share of league battles.
Yeah, we do.
Now, in one of the trailers, they did the new free-for-all feature, Battle Royale, and Z moves were used in that.
Ooh, that's going to make it a protect explosion kind of thing. It's like, do I do it the first turn or do I do it the second turn?
That's the thing. If Z moves become in Wi-Fi, 1, will they allow it? 2, how they will change the game. And 3, the big question, if a Z move can break through Protect.
See. This is all speculation at this point. I mean, Megas didn't exactly break the game. They changed it up. There were some Megas that, Rayquaza and Kangaskhan that were like, no, thank you, Metagross, Latios. Let's just do away with you and Mawile. Blaziken, any others that were just like, no, thank you, Gengar.
Mawile.
Yeah, Mawile, Sableye. We're just like, please no, thank you.
See,
just go sit in a corner.
If done properly, Z moves can add a new element into the game, per se.
Yeah.
Because you could get a guaranteed one-hit KO on super effective moves. But it will be interesting to see, say, if you have a Tangrowth going against something neutral, how the Z moves will come into play, so maybe it can OHKO something it normally would not.
Do you think like the water one will trigger water absorb and stuff like that? Do you think the type immunities and the ability immunities will take effect, or they'll have like a mold breaker kind of special exemption?
See, it's just so hard to say because we don't know if the Z move is physical or special.
Right, with all the information they've given in these 10-second bits, we know nothing.
They've done a good job.
We just know Snorlax woke up.
Yes,
Snorlax
woke
You
up.
think they've done a good job with it?
I think they've done a good job hiding the news.
Yeah, I think they've done a really good job of being completely vague about what it is.
Yes.
So for people who really want the information, there's none. For people who know nothing about it, like me, we just go, what?
Yeah.
Why? Alright.
You got the normal people loving Z moves, but you got people in leagues all worried because they don't know how it's going to change the game.
In league format, the meta comes and goes.
You gotta be able to adjust. Shall we move on?
Yeah, let's move on. Let's get some pancakes. Is that what's happening after this?
No.
I'm here for you said pancakes.
I mean, we could get pancakes after.
Yeah, I would love to. Are you driving down here? We've got a Waffle House nearby.
I mean, maybe I'll use teleport.
Ooh. Z moves. So you do the dance. There's claims that it rips off Yoki Watch, but I know nothing about Yoki Watch because I don't care.
Same. I think Nintendo and Pokemon will be able to handle any lawsuit that may come.
So what specific Z moves have we seen so far? There's Pulverizing Pancake, there's the Raichu one, we saw the ones for the starters, so we know there's Grass, Water, Fire. But they've confirmed it'll be for every typing.
Yes.
So Bug is going to get one, Ghost is going to get one, Ice is going to get one. Those types that no one cares about.
Correct.
Do you think Rocks will be like 80% accurate? because Ron's typing. They'll be like, no, you missed that one.
Yeah, we'll be like, no. Let's see, the electric is named Gigavolt Havoc. Grass is Bloom Doom. Fire is Inferno Overdrive.
I don't know who's choosing names this generation because they're doing a weird job.
Water is Hydro Vortex.
It's like some of it rhymes, some of it's thematic, some of it's just like 2 words, put them together. Same way.
Shall we move on to some trailer news, my friend?
Yeah.
But before we do, we should thank our sponsor.
We have a sponsor.
Yes, even though I don't have the picture, but go check it out on House Infinity channel. Peppery Peppers.
Peppery Peppers!
Peppery Peppers.
I laughed so hard. I love Cynthia so much. Peppery Peppers. Pepper.
Go check out Cynthia and all House Infinity videos. We had some
Shameless self-promotion.
new Pokemon revealed in the trailer this morning.
There were a few new Pokemon. One of them's a Pokemon? Is it confirmed whether or not it's a Pokemon or not? Or
We don't know. But before we get to that little teaser, the thing I liked the most about the trailer was the Pokefinder feature. Being able to take photographs.
Oh, does Pokemon Snap inside
Yes.
the game? Yeah, that's what everyone wanted. You get Pokemon Snap. Pokemon Snap. Pokemon Snap.
So pretty much how it works is, yeah, there'll be specific spots where you can take your pictures, you can upload them onto the wireless network, I believe, and people can give thumbs up and all that fun stuff.
I wonder how long they had this in the game, or if they saw like the immense success that Pokemon Go has had with people taking pictures of Pokemon. They're like, alright.
See, they might have had the idea for a while because in Heart Gold, Soul Silver, I believe, is when you started being able to take photographs with your team.
Photographs, yeah. It was scenic pictures, and then they had it back in X and Y. Did they do it in Gen 5? I'm not a Gen 5 person, so I literally know.
I'm not sure.
So, alright, so we got this trailer this morning.
Yes.
And everyone was all excited leading up to the trailer, and then everyone saw the trailer, and I think there's the mix. It's a split group. It's people going, they're loyalists who are just trying to be optimistic, whether it's through sheer unwillingness to admit that it looks terrible, or if they're just truly blissful in this.
Let's get into some new Pokemon, shall we? Let's start.
What was your overall reaction to the trailer? Did you go in going, this is gonna be good, this is gonna be bad, and then how did you come out of it?
See, I didn't know what to expect, honestly. I mean, honestly, the game's starting to look more like a sci-fi game.
Yeah.
The way they're trying to handle this, but we'll get into that a little bit later. But I mean, we're looking at a sci-fi mon right now, in my opinion, and type no.
That's his name. It took me so long to understand that was his name.
Right, he is a synthetic Pokemon.
So he's like Porygon 2, Porygon Z, and Mewtwo.
See, I don't know.
It's like an amalgam of different legendary Pokemon, and he's got the suppressing armor.
Correct.
It talks about how that suppresses his abilities, right? So you think he's going to have a form change where he breaks free or something like that?
I think so. Null was constructed to synthesize the strengths of various Pokemon, enabling it to adapt to any situation.
You think this is going to tie in with Zygarde and its different cells? Solar structure anyway?
I don't think so. I think no may not be fully released. I think it may just chill out this way. It did show the Team Skull member having this mod, so maybe there is a correlation.
I don't remember a lot of old promotions with like Gen 4. Did they ever show Arceus? Arceus, however you want to say it.
See, I'm not sure about that. It confuses me. But
alright, so looking at it, what Pokemon do you see in reference.
Some people are saying Arceus and the rings around the neck. Some are
It's also-
saying Dialga
Yeah,
with the
you get
feet.
that kind of. And then there's no Palkia. Take that, haha.
No
Except unless
Palkia.
that fin is representative of it. It's got these weird little claw feet in the front and paw feet in the back. It's got a hatchet on its head. It's just a mess to me.
See, I
It
don't.
looks like a mess.
Yeah, it's a mess. Actually, the hatchet looks like one of the tribal Pokemon.
Yeah.
What one was it?
The electric one, the electric fairy.
Yes, the Tapu Koko.
These names. I understand. I like the ones that are more Hawaiian based or more islandy based, and like Pacific. But some of these names are just ridiculous. Type Null is disappointing, and then the next
But-
one that I can already see you leading into is
Yes, he's my favorite right here.
he's the least disappointing of the
Jangmo-o.
trailer. But then his name just ruins it for me.
Yeah, he's a dragon that's gonna have bulletproof, which I think is gonna be very useful in leagues. If I'm being honest.
Bulletproof protects from seed bomb, sludge bomb, pen missile,
I think so.
egg bomb. You know that that tear-shattering egg bomb.
It has potential to be an OU-mon, depending on its evolution and stats. It's probably gonna look like a dinosaur. Most dragons kind of do. I can't think of the name, but it reminds me of one dinosaur. Yes.
Yeah, it's got the
Yeah.
club tail and the kind of flipping thing on its head.
Oh,
So do we think maybe this could be it's pure dragon, so it's not going to be a fossil.
I think it might be a new pseudo dragon,
Yeah,
but I don't know. There's not much on this little guy.
there's not
The scaly
dragon.
Pokemon. Yeah.
it's scaly. So you think its
Okay.
defense will be pretty high?
I think it may be a more defensive dragon with bulletproof.
So maybe it could be the physical equivalent of like Goodra.
It could. I do like that, because there's not really a pure defensive dragon. I mean, you can make Garchomp defensive, but
It's not like overwhelmingly defensive.
correct.
Like Goodra's special defense is ridiculous. It's just like
Yes.
I'm gonna.
And now, the disappointing Alolan form, in my opinion. Eradicate.
Is there a? Do you have a non-disappointing Alolan form other than Marowak and Vulpix?
Yeah, they all disappoint me, except
Yeah,
for
they all-
Marowak.
I think Ninetales looks amazing.
Yes.
Vulpix is just white, so it's not amazing.
This rat is just
It's just
chubby.
This is what they chose to show us. Maybe they're like, all right, we get it out now, and then it gets kind of buried away.
At least they explained this one. Saying their diet is higher in calories than ordinary Raticate, as a result they become hefty. However, then they go hypocritical because Alolan Raticate prefers to eat only fresh fruits and high-class ingredients.
Yeah, it's Ratatouille, but really fat.
Yes.
Fatatouille.
I don't know. And then it talks about people bringing the Raticates to gather food to try it out. And
I really don't care about it.
he's bad.
Even Dank Pit, who loves Raticate, was like, they ruined it. He loved the Rattata Alolan form. He's like the only person that I've heard praise it.
I mean, how
he's
does
like
it go from that to Raticate?
How does that even matter? I don't like Meowth either. I don't like the Alolan Meowth.
Yeah,
so-
Alolan Meow.
There's so little that Ninetales looks amazing, but that Meowth just looks weird. It looks uncomfortable.
On a side note, another cool feature is that Sun and Moon actually take place 12 hours apart from each other.
So does that mean it's not gonna have like night and day features? Or that the clocks, the actual 3DS clock is gonna be
Yeah, what it
changed, or
means
is it just, like,
is
you living in Alaska and there's no sunlight there?
certain events have different features by day or night, so some of the Totem leaders will have different Pokemon depending on the game.
Yeah.
Like Sun
Version
has
differences.
the Donald Trump, while Moon has Alolan Raticate.
Yep, Raticate.
But the grand finale, the jellyfish.
What even is that?
Well, it says in the Alola region, rumors are flying about mysterious creatures known as Ultra Beasts. Ultra Beasts possess mighty powers and could pose a threat to humans and Pokemon, so they are feared. See, here's my theory. It's named UBO1 for Ultra Beast number 1. My theory is this is not a Pokemon. I don't think this will be even catchable. See, the game is placed in Hawaii, and they believe in their gods, Sun God, Moon God. I think this can be another god that they fear, but it could tie into an alien effect, maybe making... Because in the Delta episode of Ruby and Sapphire, you go into space. And this...
You fight a Deoxys, riding Rayquaza.
Yes, this seems like an alien to me, which is why it poses a threat to humans and Pokemon, because it has the destructive powers.
Everything pose a threat, like Groudon and Kyogre pose a threat, Giratina and Palkia and Dialga pose a threat. Everything's just so cataclysmic nowadays.
Everyone's saying it has something to do with Lily, I believe her name is, because
they showed a bunch of
movements resemble those of a young girl.
Yeah, but then, of course, a bunch of people thought that N was going to be a Zoroark, Zora or whatever, and that was wrong too. They just like to make people look like Pokemon.
Right, they're saying this is a failed Synchro evolution that they were trying to do with Ash and Greninja type thing, but then that wouldn't make sense why it's a threat to humans and Pokemon, and that it is feared and no one knows anything about these things.
Do you think we're going to get the Synchro evolution? Do you think we're going to get Ash Greninja?
I think Z-Moose is Synchro evolution per se, because the key move of Ash Greninja is the giant water shuriken with the power. Yep. But some are saying Ash Greninja will be in the game, but I cannot confirm nor deny.
So do you think there's going to be heavy story based on created Pokemon, or like, because what's the Steel Fairy that we got? The first Pokemon we saw from Sun and Moon? Majorina.
Yeah, Majorana.
She's supposed to be like a created Pokemon too, right?
Yeah, there's been nothing about her in this game. I think these games are gonna have a lot of post-play in them.
Yeah. Hopefully the main story isn't just ultra short. Compensate. Post game would just be a continuation of the game. It would just be the next level.
Final thoughts, Mr. Pepperman.
I don't know. Like I've been pretty excited for Sun and Moon. Not like really excited like I was when Gen 2 came out when I was 11. But today was the least I've been excited about this game.
Yeah, it raised more questions than answers.
It was all underwhelming. I didn't care about anything that was shown today.
The Ether Foundation got introduced, but nothing was even said about them.
They were playing that part, and at that part I was already done with the trailer, so I was just like, alright, scrolling through to see if there was another Pokemon shown or anything.
Yeah,
like that.
They just conduct research, pretty much.
They look like they're going to be the Elite Four, or part of the Science Nerd.
Yeah, they do look like Elite Four. The trainers in X and Y, the professor's assistants, talk to you about Zygarde, where you actually go around finding parts of it, cores, and the cells.
Oh, are they the superhero assistants?
Yeah. So pretty much.
I really want them to get back in their costumes.
If you find the Zygarde cores and cells, pretty much once you reach a certain amount, the path to finding Zygarde becomes clear. So pretty much, I guess you can compare it to the Regis in Ruby and Sapphire when you do the bro stuff and it reveals the locations. If you get this stuff, it will reveal locations.
Okay.
But, I mean, that about wraps things up.
Nothing like a good old find 100 pieces of something
Yes.
in a story game.
Nothing like a good In the House podcast.
In the house.
If you have any recommendations for next week's podcast, leave those down below. As
Let us know
long
your thoughts on today's trailer.
Yes.
And let us know your thoughts on Z moves in general. Do you think Mega Evolutions will continue in this? Do you think we'll get any more Mega Evolutions? Do you think they're done?
the
Do you think
world
we're
may
gonna get
never
Ash
know.
Ninja? I think we'll know in like 2 months.
Yes, we will.
Because it'll come out. And then do you think it's because everyone complained about in Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire's release that everything was ruined? Everything was spoiled?
Maybe.
But it
'cause-
wasn't necessarily spoiled, it was that people got the demo and then they hacked it. And
Right. What I'm liking
got
now is that the starter Evos are being
about it.
kept a secret.
Yeah, I keep seeing that weird clown seal
Yeah.
picture, and I'm like, that's not confirmed. Please don't be confirmed. I already don't like Poplio that much, but please don't make me fight that.
Leave us your thoughts. We are the Bug Bite Pros, crawling our way out of here. Bye.
Bye.
House of Infinity.